do you see what I see again? Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Stop. Listen. Do you see the numbers too?
Hey everybody, back with more reaction. Oh my god. Back with the measurable, observable, repeatable, matrix decoded. Excuse me. As I say, there has been a couple of slight name changes, of course, always keeping the measurable, observable, repeatable in there. Again, if you're new to this community that deals with the practice of coding numbers into words and phrases, of course, Gematria, just know whether the story is real, not real, or a mix of true lies, or one of their, crazy propaganda events, or latest terror attack. Just understand that a lot of the news is coded. Yeah, I've explained it a bazillion times. I'm not going to sidebar here. That would be too long. But we're just going to do 2 stories, and then I'll get back around to you guys with more tomorrow. More decodes that I have waiting in the wings. As I say, they're always pumping it out. And as I always have to say, for those anybody new, I'm not going to sidebar too long, but I just have to say, definitely look into the organic side of this. The date when you're born, date duration between your mum and your dad, or if you've got sisters or children, etc. The date duration and the numerical value of your names, where you're born and stuff like that. And more than likely, you're going to start to see something very interesting. And maybe for those around you that have passed away as well. As I say, I do have one of the most profound decodes still waiting in the wings. I'm going to make it before the year's out. But yeah, I've just got it there sitting in the folder, and man, it's a shame I haven't had the chance to make it yet. If I'd have been contacted by a specific set of people, then I would have made it already, but unfortunately. But anyway, I'm still going to make it and send it to who needs to get it. If they watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. Can only do so much, right? So anyway, on with this story. It's a story that I followed a couple of times with a couple of the follow-ups, actually. They say this young lady, I think it's Emily Owens, that died via Celeb19. There's been, a shed load of these stories coming out. And as I have to say again, I can't stress it enough, once you know the code and the science behind the casting to keep the mind subdued, depressed, anxiety, suicide, panicking, or, if it's not one of those, there's something else that I haven't mentioned, right? So anyway, lockdown tragedy. Girl 19, she's saying that she left a note begging her family not to be ashamed before taking her own life in lockdown as the world closed in, right? So again, this is from The Sun. And so Emily Owen, saying that she penned a heartbreaking note to her family, begging them not to be ashamed before taking her own life. Emily Owen, 19, tragically hanged herself after being terrified of losing her freedom during the Celeb19 lockdown. Her father Tim has now revealed ahead of World Mental Health Day. Excuse me. So here is the deceased. As I said, I do have a stepsister that committed suicide. If you didn't, or you haven't gone through enough videos to hear me say that, just through stress and loan sharks and other stuff, And this is the world that they've set up for us. If they're not getting you there, they're getting you over there. If they're not getting you over there, they're getting you somewhere else. It doesn't mean that you have to be full on depressed, etc., but the problem is the masses hasn't done a self-check on their cognizance, the faculties in check that aid in your cognizance. Do you know what I mean? So they don't understand how the mental health that they're actually under, even if they're not suicidal, etc., because it's the mind schism, in all its differentials, So again, this is why they do this type of pandemic, among other things. So anyway, let's continue. I don't want to sidebar too long. So she was in Norfolk, Shudham. Never heard of that place, but I've heard of Norfolk before. But anyway, March 18th, right? Of course, we know Wuhan coronavirus equals, is it 183 as well as 222? No, it's not. It changed along because of the 222 to the 183 with Order out of chaos, excuse me. Alright, so here she's pictured with her sister. Again, rest in wholeness. And again, I'm not here trying to get views or etc. like in that kind of way, do you know what I mean? Or, you know, we're trying to disrespect, you know, somebody's life or anything like that. Again, this, I'm just saying, it's just for, you know, the numbskulls and basic bee sprayers wondering about the gaff. Excuse me, backlight up there. And as I always say, you know, they have this in here, these sociopathic, narcissistic, satanic, masonic, psychopath hybrids. You know, the media, like they really care. You know, same with the newscasters, like they really care. Oh yeah, right. These people, man, about every 90 minutes someone's suicide. Yeah, I wonder why that is. You know. So anyway, I'm not going to go through all of this. Feel free to sort up. The UK went into partial lockdown on March 16th. And also March 16th, 16/3, lockdown equals 38, martial law and pandemic equals 38. The 38th prime is 163. So again, partial lockdown began 16th of March, 16/3, 163. Again, the 38th prime, 163. Lockdown, martial law, pandemic, 38. And of course, all the murder, death, kill, cancer, destroy, found dead, collapse, stab wound, stabbing, drowned. Again, killing and Masonic, you know, they're all equal, 38. Well, basically 38s and 83s, and then a few other numbers that aid it all to chain along. So feel free to pause that. I'm not going to go through all of that. So again, pandemic 38, you see. Coronavirus 65. Killing and Masonic 43 as well. Martial law 38. Coronavirus 70. Mind control 160 like toilet paper. Remember, with mind control and toilet paper and the royal family, it's a perfect overlay from left to right. Yeah, exactly the same. 56, 61. Is it 137? I know 160. I think it's 137. So anyway, look. So again, lockdown 38, right? Of course, death 97. The Tories, as I've said a bazillion times, the Tories equals 119 and 47. Suicide equals 47, as well as mental health. So again, mental health, lockdown, suicide 119, welfare 119, mood swing 119, and then there's a few others that, you know, under that umbrella of those type of words like suicidal thoughts. I think that's 70, like suicide, yeah. And as I said, there's a few others that all chain along. Commit suicide, is that 82 or 62? Oh, I can't remember right now because I know COVID's 82, that's what I was thinking. But anywho, there you go with the 70, your 47's the 119. I'm sure death or murder's 34 as well. So again, this is the science behind the whole of the madness. Alright, this is the science that they're using, you know. And they've got the I still haven't watched Squid Game yet. I'm going to watch it soon. I know people have been doing loads of decodes on it and stuff like that, so shout out to you and everybody else that's been doing that. Yeah. Alright, so mental health equals 205, right? From 18th of March to when the news comes out, 205 days. So again, let's just quickly be fully concise quickly. Where is it? It was, where is it gone? Hold up. Oh yes, that's down there, sorry, excuse me. So she was found by her mother and sister at their family home in Shudham, Norfolk on 18th of March. Yeah? Remember the lockdown started a couple of days before. On the 16th, so 205, mental health 205, death time RIP equals 25, drop the 0 in the middle. Commit suicide, I'm sure it's actually 62 or 82. Actually, do you know what? I think it's 62. It should come up in a second anyway. COVID 26 with a life lesson. Again, remember, COVID, China virus, viral disease, plague, and more, all equal 26, most of which are all in the same cipher in the dark blue one, as I pointed out in the last video. And I pointed out before, and the community. Shout out to the community again, man. Yeah. You know, might not be as tightly knitted as I'd like, but I know it's tight-ish, but it could be tighter. But as I say, you know, without this, especially at this stage, man, I'm not gonna say I'd be lost, because my mind was on a certain path, you know, going on a certain avenue, and this was just like such a cherry on top, to be fair. But as I say, without this, man, and just knowing that there's just others out there, you know, you just feel so isolated and stuff. And as I say, even though, you know, you may not be getting certain feedback and stuff, you know, from my side, man, it's definitely your love. As I say, even for those content creators, the other ones that I mentioned, like the auditors and your specifiers, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? Still love, because, you know, when you understand what's going on out here, you know, people don't actually know what they do, type of thing. You just, you know, you're just so automated, you know. It's like a bee to the flower or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, they're just so programmed, like they can't really deviate or get over a certain thought or thinking, type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So again, this is the mind schism, the mind control, the mind inception, which is very important to understand. Yeah. This is why I like that I don't go through the decodes before I do it for you guys. Obviously, I set it up. Are you seeing this? Wow. The life lesson was what? If you're not paying attention, rewind the video. I'll go back for you. I'm feeling kind. No, I'm joking. But yeah, 26 with the life lesson number, right? Also, numerology 42, Freemasonry 42, Jesuit Zionism, the elite equals 42, Saturn equals 42. Also, daughter, female, feminine, bitch, lady. I think there's one or two that I'm forgetting, but anyway, most of those are 42 and 20. Well, some of them are 42 and 24. But as I say, all chains along, right? Alright. So suicide note 65, coronavirus 65. Hold on, I'm not going with that bit. Maybe I didn't mean to actually highlight on that, but it's still interesting, of course, because pandemic and coronavirus. So was it? Hold up. I need to go back quickly. Hold up. What was pandemic? Was it? It is 65, isn't it? Yeah, it is 65. What am I talking about? Definitely. So I went past it. Excuse me. Yeah, pandemic 65. There you go. I know the 56, but I decided to just triple check. So Emily life lesson 26. Emily equals 26. Remember, all the 26 is with COVID that I just spoke about. Mental health 61. Pandemic 65. Coronavirus 65. Again, mental health 61, suicide letter 201. Jeez. Masonry 84. If you don't know what that 201's about, just keep going through the community, the videos. You know, you can even find it on YouTube or Google it. Event 201. Sponsored by who? Bill Gates, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, World Economic Forum, World Health Organization. It took place in Seattle, where Bill Gates lived, in 2019. How many months before 2020, when this is going crazy since January 21st? And then on the 22nd, they want to come with, oh, bat soup and all this type of talk. Right. Bat equals 22 and bat soup equals 22. Right. So the 22nd of January. These people, man, they just don't stop. But as I say, it's all part of the spellcasting and the broadcasting, you know? That's why they use specific captions, time, duration. And since I've been following this up, as I said before, this is probably like the third, fourth entry with this story. If you go through my videos, you'll see it. And as I said, it's the first time they're talking about the suicide letter. So of all the days that they bring this out, that's what I'm talking about, man. Again, not on my watch, you know, to Emily, be it a real story, you know. And if it's not, again, you know, to the people that, you know, might be getting, yeah, you get very emotional reading certain stuff, and it makes you feel a certain way, you know what I mean? Or it can do, you know? As I say, not on my watch, just like with Caroline Flack, who's born when? November 9th, if you didn't know. And feel free to go through decodes for Carolyn Flack, because I've got about probably 50 entries for her. As I said, I haven't gone through my main, well not my main channel, but my other channel that has 1,450 subscribers on there. But my point is, when I unhid the channel, as I've said a couple of times, basically I haven't gone through those videos and playlists and made them available. So if there's anything that you see that you want to, it says, oh, it's private, just, give me a message, and obviously I'll get the message, and I'll make that one priority and instantly unlock it so you can watch it. Yeah. So again, 201 days. Again, the Jesuit Order 201. Man, what are the other ones? Exercise Cygnus, I know that one that took place in the UK. No, that's 201. I'm sure it was 201. William Henry Gates, 201. I mean, there's so many 201s, excuse me, it's just out of my mind at the minute. But anyway, 201 suicide letter. I mean, come on, man. COVID lockdown 201. Corona 66. Wuhan 60. 150, I just saw 150 somewhere. Suicide letter. What is it in the same cipher? COVID lockdown and suicide letter. See? Don't turn it too loud. But I do love this song, man. Shout out for 0T. Elegy or Elegy, ELEGY. Track ID for anybody that likes the blues. There you go. And Wuhan coronavirus 96. Also, number of the beast. Is it 66 or we just had a 66? But anyway, 258. His dad died on the 258th day of the year. Was that 2020 on the leap year? Oh man, not to mention mandatory equals 666 and vaccination equals 666. So we'll figure on that. What is this date? Why have I got this date? Is this the end of the decode? I think I've changed into a whole different decode. What happened to here? What date is this? Why have I got that date though? Hold on, am I tripping with something here? Oh no, sorry, it's correct. Sorry guys. Sorry. So when I look back up first, I was like, huh? Yeah, but why have I got August though? Oh man, let me quickly go back and check the dates on the... Yeah, this is March, so October. Why have I got... Sorry guys, give me one moment here. What in the world? Just to be fully concise with you guys, you know what I mean? I'm not sure why that's even there, It must be a different decode. Yeah, it must be a different decode. Hold on, let me back up here. Is it a different decode? No, but that comes back. Oh, I'm baffled. I don't know what happened there, I'm not sure. What in the world? Ah, that's why. I went back to a different article that was there. There you go, that's why. I was thinking, huh? There you go. Okay, so yeah, 22nd of October. Death equals 228 in Sumerian, the same cipher that gives you the 666 with mandatory and vaccination. Because it's basically times 1, times 6 from English ordinal. And it times it by 1, or by up to 6, excuse me, and it gives you 666 in that cipher. But anyway, so I just have to triple check this one more time. Alright, boom. Yeah, 9th of October. Sorry, just have to be fully concise, man. Alright, so that is making sense now. Okay, now it is making sense. I was baffled for a sec. Alright, so suicide letter. Lockdown, we've done that. COVID lockdown, 201. William Henry Gates, we spoke about that creature. We've even got the 66 in there as well. Corona 66, Wuhan, or Wuhan virus 48. One of the two. So again, this is now from the other article. Look, suicide 70. Are you seeing this? And then Emily Owens is 49. Yeah, see? Unbelievable. Alright. How long have we been going now? I don't want to be too long. 20 minutes. And then lockdown tragedy. Do you know what? Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. And then Jesuit Order 177. Remember the 201 as well. This is just... undeniable. Jesuit and Saturn 69. Right, and we'll squeeze in one more. Should be another one somewhere. Right, there was another suicide one I was looking for, but I can't find it right now. I'll put that one out with some other ones tomorrow. But we'll just quickly finish off with this one. I can't remember where it goes, but and we've got a good catch up with Sarah Everand as well. Got a really good catch up with that. So look out for that incoming by tomorrow for you guys and ladies, and all colours of the spectrum, all ages. So anyway, worst mistake of my life. Anti-vaxxer mom of 3, 24, dies of COVID after getting hooked on conspiracy theories and refusing jab. Okay, well, Wuhan 48, death represents 4 represents death as well as foundation. Right. And is that and propaganda? I'm sure propaganda is 48. Anyway, so Abby Gibbs, right? Feel free to pause and read if you want to read it up. Mum of 3, you know they love the 3 because 3 equals 56, like coronavirus. Right, what we got here? Vaccine 57. Also, flu equals 42, like vaccine, and flu vaccine equals 42. England 132. Does corona equal 30? Oh, I can't remember right now. Oh, look, corona 33. You got the 42. Yeah, vaccine 42, flu vaccine and flu, all 3 equal 42. And name equals 57. I'm sure Wuhan virus is 57 as well. But yeah, vaccine 57 and names 57. What else have we got here? Looked on conspiracy theories. Didn't see much with that, to be fair. What was the 1 through 2? Was that with a name? No, it's not with a name. Alright, I'll leave that one out. Wuhan virus 114. Wuhan coronavirus. Wuhan coronavirus trouble 2. As above, so below. Ritualistic Masons. Order out of chaos trouble 2. Conspiracy theories. So 114 conspiracy theories and worst mistake of my life, and 264. Again, Wuhan virus 114 and Wuhan coronavirus 93. Vaccination, as I just mentioned earlier. Against vaccination 48. What was the time on the initial the post there? The initial post time is 48 minutes past the hour. Again, vaccination treble 1. 666 in Sumerian cipher, like mandatory. Vaccination 69. 48. Name equals 69C. Again, 48. Abby 24 years old. Anti-vaxxer 48. Do you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Fuck it up. Type the RIP 25, the Sonic 29. Again, coronavirus. The log list of 56s. Just go through the videos if you know. I don't want to sidebar it all. Murder 79. Yeah. Where is that bit? Where is that? Did I screenshot that? Did I highlight it? There is a bit. I don't think I highlighted it. Hopefully it comes up where obviously it says that in the article. Excuse me, I'm trying to race back over here. 201, 258 as well. Jesus. Jesuit equals 21, Saturn 21, you know they love Saturn. Oh dear. 201 as well, second. Oh no, sorry, that's 210. Wuhan coronavirus also equals 210. Hold up, just see something there. Where's that big one I just had? Oh my god, hold up. Is it? Just trying to see the dates. Let me back up. Oops. Sorry guys, one sec here. Trying to get some bearings where I am. Let's try that one. Maybe I didn't get the screenshot. As I say, if you go to the article, you'll see it. You know, I'm not chatting crap or lying, unless they've amended it and took it out. But again, 56, right? Again, who's the real terrorist? The government. Terrorist equals 52 and 142. Coronavirus equals 142. Again, the Tor is 119, mental health 119. We've gone through them already, I'm not going to say it again. Pandemic 151. Alright, that's the end of that one. September 24. I think that was when she got laid to arrest or something. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. Where's that? Alright guys, so catch you on the rebound. Wholeness, much love.